Okay, so we're back, and this is gonna be days 7 through 12 with G1. Did a little bit of rambling in my last video. A little bit tired right now, so I'm just gonna breeze. Probably go at much quicker pace through day 7 through 12. So yeah, of the G1 Climax. So day 7, we got the A block. You got Yoshihashi defeating Michael Logan. I was actually surprised by this one. Didn't think Yoshihashi would win this match, but I guess New Japan decided to throw him a bone. But some people don't really care for Yoshihashi. I don't mind him in these matches though, because he's been pretty consistent, and he'll give you a pretty good performance throughout the G1. So nice to see Yoshihashi pick up a win. We have Evil defeating Bad Luck Fale. Another clusterfuck match. Constant interference. But, pretty sure this was like a DQ one. This is a DQ finish. There's like a lot of matches through the G1. So I might end up forgetting some of these endings. But yeah. Definitely skip this match. Any Bullet Club matches, skip them. We have Minoru Suzuki defeating Jay White. Pretty solid match. You got some nice back and forth between the two. And at the end, Jay White tried to do a low blow, but Suzuki was able to catch it and catches him with a sick forearm, followed by the Gotch pile driver for the win. You have Hiroshi Tanahashi defeating Adam Page. Really good match between the two. Kind of a funny moment when Tanahashi gave Page like an air guitar, and then Page breaks it. And yeah, throughout the match, Page ended up working over to Tanahashi's knee. Tanahashi did a good job of selling, unlike someone who we're going to get to on day 12 that doesn't know how to sell a damn knee. But anyway, good match between the two. And I'd like to see these two wrestle more, because I think they could get great matches out. I think Tanahashi could get a great match out of Adam Page. And then main event for day 7. The Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada defeating Togi Makabe. Pretty solid. Although for a main event, Makabe in the main event, he's okay, but I don't know. But overall, pretty solid show. Other than that garbage match between Evil and Fale, I'd say this is a pretty solid show. About probably give it about a 7 out of 10, or 6.5, 6.5, 7 out of 10. Day 8, we got Haruki Goto defeating Toreano. I mean, Yano, this is the best that I've seen Yano in out of all the G1s that I've seen. Because normally with Yano, you're like, oh man, this is gonna suck. But lately, these matches that I've been seeing from Yano, they've actually been pretty solid. So this has been this is a really good improvement. But because Yano, he still did some of the usual shit that he did, but it's not as much, and you saw more amateur wrestling from him. So if we get this, if we would end up seeing this from Yano in these G1s to come, I'm cool with it. So next we got Tetsuya Naito defeating Tama Tonga. Trash. So much interference. Crazy running, like Fale running in, Tama Tonga, like Tangaloa interfering. Then you have Sonata and Evil, Bushi, they come in. Then you have Tama Tonga, he tried to low blow Naito, and he does, and then Naito responds with a low blow of his own, hits Destino for the 3 count. Then you have Zack Sabre Jr. defeating Tomohiro Ishii. This was a really good match. You know, it's a mix of styles. Ishii being a brawler versus the technical prowess of Sabre. Like, these two work pretty well together. And I haven't seen too many matches between these two. So, if there's a previous match that they've had prior to this, I'll be sure to check it out. Then again, it might have been somewhere in the indies where they've wrestled. But I really like this match. I'd say give this match a look. Oh, but Dave 7, if you're going to give any match a look, give Tanahashi and Page a look. Yoshihashi and Elgin. Those are matches I would recommend. I guess Okada and Makabe maybe, but whatever. Then you had Kenny Omega defeating Juice Robinson. Pretty solid match. But, not quite, I don't think it's quite as good as the one they had last year. Last year was better, and it was awesome. Because last year you had the shock of Juice winning because you didn't expect it at all. You're thinking, okay, Juice is going to do the job, but... And then when he got that victory roll for the 3 count, you're like, wait, what? Okay. But Omega ends up redeeming that loss here. But pretty good match. Wouldn't hurt to give it a look. And then the main event, Sonata defeating Koto Ibushi. Great match. From start to finish, it was just there was consistency. Great selling from both of these guys. I mean, this is the first time that I know of that they've wrestled each other. If there's any matches that they've had prior to this, I'll be sure to check them out. But I really enjoyed that. So yeah, day 8. Naito and Tama Tonga had the worst match. And it's still insane that Toreano's not the worst. That I'm not saying, oh man, this match with Yano was the worst. It ended up being second worst, but it was solid. But overall, I'd have to give this one a 7.5 out of 10. Day 8. Then you got day 9, back to the A block. Minoru Suzuki defeating Michael Elgin. Pretty good match. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more where you could really see them just really go hard. I mean, Elgin was really laying in them forearms at the beginning, and Suzuki ended up working over his arm. So it was a little disappointing that they weren't just going hard with forearms. But because I like to see a match between these two down the road where they just beat the shit out of each other. Like a match on the level of Shibata and Ishii from Wrestle Kingdom 10. That would be great. Well, yeah, you got Evil defeating Adam Page. This was a pretty good match. Nice back and forth between the two. You know, Page, when he's on the apron, standing on the apron, he does that front flip clothesline. Evil with his Darkness Falls. Both men were able to get their spots in. But at the end, Page was trying to get the rite of passage, and then Evil ended up hitting Everything Evil, aka the STO. That was nice. Bad Luck Fale defeated Jay White. Trash. Interference, Jay White doing his usual stuff. But the interference, you know, Tama Tonga's gun stun helped Fale win the match. Skip. Another match you can skip. Hiroshi Tanahashi defeated Togi Makabe. This is a pretty solid match as well. Pretty solid match. Nothing special. Makabe with his brute strength. Tanahashi with his finesse. Hitting back-to-back half-life flows. You have Okada defeating Yoshihashi. This was a really good match between two Chaos members. Kind of weird at how at the beginning when Okada just threw his shirt at Yoshihashi and then Yoshihashi was just taking it to him, not having any of that disrespect. And like, these guys were able to get their spots in. It was a really fun match to see. So, but yeah, Okada was able to hit the Rainmaker for the win. But anyway, but yeah, day 9, I would recommend, I would give a recommendation to Evil versus Page. That's a pretty good match. Suzuki and Elgin's actually not bad either, so that's nice. Tanahashi and Makabe, it's fine if you want to watch it. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Okada and Yoshihashi, definitely a recommendation. So this one, I would give it, day 9 would be like a 7.5 out of 10. So yeah, we're at the A block, B block with day 10. Yeah, Zack Sabre Jr. defeating Tama Tonga. Trash. Skip this match. It's WCW 2000. You got Juice Robinson defeating Toreano. Better. Not good. So I wouldn't necessarily, you could skip this match. I mean, Yano using duct tape and all that hot garbage. It was lame. Juice was able to hit Pulp Friction for the win. You got Koto Bushi defeating Tomohiro Ishii. I recommend you check this match out. Really good. You know, Ishii trying to bully Koto, but Koto ain't having it. I mean, you had that one spot, and one of my favorite spots was when they were fighting in the crowd, and Ibushi, he got on top of he got on this part of the balcony and was doing a moonsault there. That was nice. But he was also trading. He would often trade forearms with Ishii, not showing any back down. And in their previous history, and yeah, like prior to this, Ishii, to my knowledge, I could be wrong on this, but I think Ishii, like Ibushi had never beaten Ishii in the G1 prior to this match, but this match, he finally got the win over Ishii. Begs the question, could Ibushi be set up for a push? Because I remember hearing A-Track Bound from PW Hustle say that if Ibushi committed to New Japan, that they would have pushed him. So he seems committed to me. So we'll just have to wait and see where the G1 goes from here. So yeah, Tetsuya Naito defeating Haruki Goto, another recommendation, another strong recommendation. Really good match between these two. Not as good as the match they had at the New Japan Cup 2 years ago, but that one they had more of a time limit to work with. With this one, even with despite the 30-minute time limit, they still managed to put on a hell of a match. So I definitely recommend you just go check that match out. You know, these two know each other well. They're able to hit each other. They're able to hit their usual spots. And then And at the end, Naito was able to hit the Destino. Then you have Kenny Omega versus Sonata. Really good match between these two. Omega, could you learn how to sell? Yeah, I mean Omega, he got his shit in. Sonata didn't get all of his shit in, all of his moves in. But hey, it is what it is. But it's still a great match. I would recommend you guys check out. So day 10, I'll give it an 8 out of 10 for the last 3 matches. Then you have so those are really good matches. Just the last 3, the first 2 skip them, but the last 3 matches definitely give them a look. So day 11 of the G1, Bad Luck Fale defeats Togi Makabe. Lame. And this one was better than the usual ones, but it's still plagued by WCW 2000 style booking with all that interference. So I'd skip that one. Jay White defeated Adam Page. It was a solid match, but I really didn't like the end. Like Adam Page grabs the chair for whatever reason. Like Jay White brought a chair in the ring. Adam Page was able to hit him with a super kick. Then he tries to use the chair and the ref stops him. And as the ref's putting up the chair, Jay White low blows Page and hits the switchblade for the 3 count. Can we let... I never understood. What I can't understand is why can't they let Jay White get a clean win? I just don't get it. Like, how can you not? How is this guy not able to get a clean win? They continuously make him look weak as hell. I've seen some people speculate that he might win the G1. For the love of God, no. Please don't. But moving on. Okay, this video is starting to get near 20 minutes, so let me just wrap it up. Minoru Suzuki defeats Evil. This is a pretty good match between these two. These guys were just hitting each other hard. You know, they were beating each other with chairs. Fun to watch. I'd love to see what would happen if these two got a bigger time limit. Because I really think they could really put on a great match. But this is first time that I've seen these two wrestle. So I'd love to see more matches between these two in the future. Hopefully with like a 60-minute time limit. If they fight for a belt like the Never Open weight or another belt, that would be nice. And then you have Hiroshi Tanahashi defeating Yoshihashi. Really good match. Like, I recommend Suzuki and Evil. Tanahashi and Yoshihashi, I definitely recommend this one. Where these guys were just going at each other. They're back and forth. Yoshihashi with his fighting spirit, but Tanahashi, he was able to outlast Yoshihashi and hit him with back-to-back high fly flows for the 3 count. And then Okada defeating Michael Elgin. Great match. Okada, there were times where he kind of did become Super Okada. It's like, what the hell? But then Elgin became Super Elgin. But really good match between these two. And Okada, he's making a comeback. Where he started off 0-2, but then he started winning 4 in a row. But then he's won 4 in a row ever since. So here are the updated standings as of the A block. You got Tanahashi in the lead with 10 points. Tied for second are Okada, Suzuki, Evil, and White. Third You got Bad Luck Fale with 6 points. You got Elgin and Makabe with 4 points. And then Adam Page and Yoshihashi with 2 points. Makabe, Page, Yoshihashi, and I believe Elgin, they're mathematically eliminated from the G1. So they got no chance of winning. So now we're gonna finish it up with day 12. You know, which happened today, and I finished it a little while back. Tama Tonga defeats Ishii. Trash. Skip it. Juice Robinson defeats Sonata. Better. Good, pretty good match between these two. I was surprised that Robinson got another win. I pretty much figured he beat Yano and that would be the only win he got, but well, still a good match, so I wouldn't mind seeing another match between these two. You know, Juice, he had like the taped left hand, and at the end he kind of removed the tape and he was able to do the closed fist to Sonata. There was also a lot of good counters whenever Sonata was doing the Dragon Sleeper, and then Juice would get out of it and try to do the Dragon Sleeper, and then each of them would try to do a moonsault, and they would be able to counter. Like you got plenty of good counters here, so I like to see more matches between these two in the future. Yeah, Tetsuya Naito defeating Toreano. I think this match should have been right after Tama Tonga and Ishii. And you have Robinson and Sonata in the third spot, because this match was pretty weak. You had stupidity like the damn tape thing, like not where Yano tried to tape Naito, but Naito was able to outsmart Yano, tape him to the guardrail, and all that hot garbage. You still got some wrestling there from Yano, so it wasn't too bad. And it was better than Tama Tonga and Ishii. And then co-main event, Kenny Omega defeating Zack Sabre Jr. This is what I was alluding to earlier, where throughout the match, Zack Sabre Jr. was working over Omega's knee. And yeah, wow, Kenny, way to no sell the knee. Like, way to make Zack Sabre Jr. look bad. And I remember on Twitter, Dion Wells from that SOS Wrestle Talk podcast and stuff. Shout out to him. He touched upon this in a rant about how him and the Young Bucks would they would kick out of other guys' finishers. They would always get all of their moves in. And they won't let their opponents get their offense in. And it's a problem. And a prime example of this, especially, would be like, and this is an example of this. Another example I can name would be the Young Bucks versus the Briscoe brothers at Final Battle, where the Young Bucks were kicking out of everything the Briscoes had. They kicked out of Jay Briscoe's Jay Driller, Mark Briscoe's Froggy Bow. They kicked out of the Doomsday Device. This is where I turned on the Young Bucks. I used to be a Young Bucks fan, but Final Battle 2016 is when I said, fuck the Young Bucks. But yeah, Omega does not sell the damage Sabre was doing to his knee. And yeah, he got a roll up for the 3 count. I still recommend this match, despite my criticism of Omega's lack of selling the knee. So, and then Koto Ibushi defeated Haruki Goto, which I would say this is the best match of day 12. So, these two were going pretty back and forth. And Ibushi with his moonsault Had like his double jump moonsault. Straight jacket German. Koto with his Saito suplex, Ushi Garoshi. Both men were able to get their moves, and at the end, Ibushi was able to get that knockout knee for the 3 count. And that was a great match. I'll put it above Omega and Sabre. Since at least Ibushi sold, unlike Omega. So yeah. This night, I would give it 7.5, 8 out of 10. That's what I would give it. But the standings, you got Omega in the lead with 12. He's undefeated. Lame. You got Naito with 10 points. Ibushi with 8. So he's third. And then tied for fourth, you got Sonata and Zack Sabre Jr. with 6 points. You got Haruki Goto, Tomoe Ishii, Juice Robinson, and Tama Tonga with 4 points. They're mathematically eliminated. And then Yano, he's eliminated as well, and he has 2 points. So yeah, that was G1. That was the G1 Climax days 7 through 12. 13's probably gonna go. I'm about to go ahead and give myself a little bit of rest. That way, I can get most of. That way, when I get up in the morning, I can get in most of day 13 in the G1. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be back to talk to you guys later. Peace.